Welcome to the motherfucking vlog.
Welcome to the vlog. Welcome to the vlog.
Welcome to the vlog.
Welcome to the vlog.
Welcome to the vlog.
Welcome to the vlog.
Welcome to the vlog, season 3.
Welcome to the vlog.
Started Monday by editing the vlog and working.
Hello. Me and Miranda are on an adventure. We get to go to Union again and have a redemption arc from our last Union experience, so wish us luck.
Okay, actually, we didn't have that much trouble getting to the TTC. I don't know what happened last time that it was so difficult for us, but we made it. We went to the Robarts Library and they had this really cool exhibition on books. I worked for a little bit, went out for lunch, and then had some meetings, and yeah, it was a pretty productive work day. And then afterwards, me and Miranda went to Italy to recreate that first moment in Toronto that we had last time. We both got the mushroom truffle pizza and it was so good. And then afterwards, of course, we had to get a little something sweet, and I got a pistachio raspberry cake. Miranda got tiramisu, and then it was time for us to head on back to Georgia's house. Again, no troubles with public transit. It was a bit of a sleigh, and then we got tickets to the Raptors game. This was versus the Celtics, and it was a really close game. Colin Kaepernick and Andrew Garfield were at the game as well, which was cool, and it was just really fun to watch. This guy gets completely smacked down. But ultimately Raptors lost, which was a little sad, but it was a close game. Came home and ate, and then the next day worked for a little bit, and then Miranda and I went for coffee at Moss Moss. I really liked this cafe. I thought it was super cute, and then I had some meetings, did a ton of work. I was so brain dead and tired, and by the evening, Toronto was starting to look a little dark and gloomy, and Miranda and I were going to dinner with one of her great uncles, so we had some time to kill, and so we walked through the Fairmont, the Royal York one, and then we bust out to the restaurant, which was at the end of the line of the TTC, and it was really nice to meet some of her family. Wednesday I woke up and did a little bit of work before dropping Georgia off at work, and we went to this little cafe called Maman, and it was really cute and just a nice little last activity in Toronto. I did work, and then it was time for us to head on out.
Hello, we made it through security. Zero problems this time. Wow. No items flagged. And now we're off to get a little drinky poo.
We got a cider, Miranda got fish and chips, and it was a pretty easy flight. There was no delays, and we landed in Vancouver, and I bussed home. The next day I was on Toronto time, so I woke up early and I worked out, and then I made my way to the office and had a really busy day. We also ended up decorating the office more towards the end of the day, which I thought was really fun. It was a nice break from doing all the work, which was very exhausting, and then I biked home, and as you can see, I was feeling a little tired. Turner and I went to a dumpling place on Denman Street, and it was so cute. Like, look at all the little dumpling themed stuff there, and I got xiaolong bao, which was vegetarian as well, and that was just really cool. But yeah, I was feeling really tired in the evening. I woke up early again, worked out, and then I got a thank you message for decorating the office, and then I had lunch with Angela and George, which was nice.
I feel like I haven't been vlogging very much today and yesterday. I've just been very overworked right now. Sorry, I'm like not I'm not even talking properly because of the amount of just brain energy that is gone. So basically, I just finished like the bulk of my part of the project. What me and my coworker have left to do is basically do just like a review on Monday. Like, the hard work is done, and I'm really proud of us, but it took a while to get there. Like, this deadline that we had was super rushed, and additionally the content that we were dealing with was really heavy. We were dealing with a survey about racism at Vancouver Coastal, and basically we had to do some topic modeling for it, and we had to interpret the topics that the algorithm gave us, and it's a lot of like heavy stuff to have to read, and that's all I've been doing for the past 2 weeks. I mean, like, it weighs on your soul. It's hard to read that stuff, and it's important that somebody reads it and interprets it, and we need to do something about it, but it's hard. It was like really heavy. I was putting in a lot of time, especially like leading up to going to Toronto. I was putting in a ton of like overtime to try to just get myself ready, and even in Toronto I was working really hard, and now yesterday and today it's been hard. I'm just happy that the bulk of the work is done. I am looking forward to work being a little bit more relaxed going forward.
Both me and my coworker were so happy to get the majority of the work done, and then I went over to Silk's house and we were in a winter mood, so we were making gingerbread cookies and they turned out very cute. Got to decorate them a little bit, and then we also had romanticized going skating, and once we got there we kind of realized that neither of us can skate really well, and also the skates were violently uncomfortable. Like, I know it sounds dramatic, but I was like nauseous from how uncomfortable the skates were. And then we went to Meat Fresh. I've been wanting to try it for a while, and we had a little shared dessert.
Hello, I'm home and I've had a great evening. I think I am still on Toronto time just a little bit because actually it's like 10 o'clock. It's not that weird that I'm tired, but I'm like particularly tired. Like I really want to go to sleep. So I really need this weekend to be restful because I've just had a long 2 weeks. Not necessarily bad, just long. I want to be able to just kind of chill a little bit.
I did a quick workout on Saturday, and then I went to my grandparents' place and I spent some time with them there. That was really nice. I really missed them. And then I walked over to Emilio's house and we hung out for a little bit. He's back from Europe, which is so exciting. And then in the evening I went to Turner's house and prepped for Nicole's birthday.
Turner did these meat.
Don't take a video of that. That's awful.
No.
That ain't my best word.
I was so happy with how everything turned out. It was just gorgeous, and it was a really special night for Nicole.
Oh, it's a little charcuterie. Yeah, it's snowboard by George. Like, if he doesn't like his friends.
Oh.
It's such a nice one.
Are you guys all in school? Or?
Yeah, overall, it was just a really great night. I always have fun with everyone. And then the next day, I was actually not hungover at all. I felt really good. And then I just biked over to Fairview to have my therapy appointment. Then I came home and I did a little bit of meal prep.
It's only 12:30 right now, but I feel like I have been awake for hours, which realistically is true. I did get up at like 7 today, but oh my god, I just feel like really tired. Like my body is really, really tired, and I don't really know why because I don't think I did anything like too strenuous. I'm in like this weird state right now where I really want to do something, but I'm also like really exhausted. I feel kind of stuck with that. Probably should just listen to the part of me that is tired, considering the week that I've had and knowing that I have to go to work next week and every week after. I don't know. I feel like my brain is just so scattered and I'm having like a lot of trouble like articulating my thoughts. Like even in my therapy appointment today, I was just like talking about how I just feel like really disconnected from my emotions right now. And I think a part of it is like when you're under like a stressful situation, sometimes just to get through it, you have to like just objectively step a little bit back just to get through it until you get on the other side. So I think that's what's happening right now. I don't feel like I have clear thoughts. I feel like everything's like very abstract and very just impulsive of like, I feel tired type vibes. And I don't really even know if I'm making sense when I'm talking right now. I'm getting some meal prep done, so that's good. It feels nice to get like these little household tasks done.
I ended up going on a walk, which made me feel a lot better. And then I came home, took a bath, watched White Lotus, and had dinner.
Hello. So we're at the end of the week and I can't believe it's already come again. In my head, I feel like I just edited the last vlog. So this week's just gone by very fast for me. And I think it was just because of like the workload and everything. I feel like the big sprint of 2022 is over. Fingers crossed. I think that the rest of this year until 2023 gets to be a bit more relaxed, and I'm so grateful that I can slow down a bit again. I am going to Seattle next weekend, which I think will be really fun. What I'm really looking forward to also once this project is over is kind of resting up and then evaluating as well about hobbies that I have and wanting to get more into other like stuff. Like obviously I really love running and I have like a lot of like physical activity hobbies, but I don't think I have like more of an artistic hobby. Well, okay, I have the vlog, but I feel like I could be doing more, if that makes sense. And I'm like, when I say this now, it's not to say that like you're gonna see like more creative stuff right away. But I guess like what I would compare it to is like when I was baking sourdough, like that was another outlet and thing that I could do. And I don't know if I want to go back to like making sourdough again, because that's very labor intensive and like time consuming. But I don't know, like even just making that board for Nicole's birthday was really fun, and like making the cookies and the strawberries, like that was really fun. So like almost like if I got back into like baking a little bit, like we'll see. I don't know like what the outcome is, but I'm just saying, like I'm just starting to think about how can I like better use my free time, obviously incorporating rest, but also like channeling some other like skill development, if that makes sense. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but it's just like on my mind. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed watching this vlog. It probably was not my most interesting one just because of like all the work I've been doing, but thank you if you are watching and I'll see you next week.